Hi there folks, wanted to do a quick video tonight and talk a little bit about this book that I've been reading right here, Influence, the Psychology of Persuasion. I found it very interesting. I'll do this a fairly quick review because I'll put in my notes a little more detail here, but the author goes over or talks about six what he calls weapons of influence or tools of influence. The first one being reciprocation, the second one being consistency, third, social proof, fourth, liking, fifth, authority, sixth, scarcity. I'll just cover each one real quickly here. The first one, reciprocation. Really, I'd summarize that as somebody does you a favor, you feel like you owe them one. So, and it goes in a little more detail as well, but basically if somebody has done us a favor in some way or another, we feel that we owe them, and that can buy our influence in some way. The second one, consistency. We have it in us to behave consistent with our words, what we've said we're going to do. And so consistency, basically if we've said we're going to do something either verbally or in writing, then that elicits behavior that then is consistent with that. Third, social proof. Pretty self-explanatory. Everyone's doing it. We look around, other people like us are doing something similar, so that influences our behavior. Fourth, liking. We tend to comply or agree with somebody that we like, and so if somebody's trying to get us to do something, likability is a big factor there. Number five, authority. If we perceive somebody has authority, um, implicitly or explicitly, then we tend to comply with their requests or tend to give credence and change our behavior accordingly. And six, scarcity. Pretty self-explanatory. If something's more rare, or an opportunity is more rare, or something is more rare, then it tends to elicit behavior from us accordingly. So those six rules: reciprocation, consistency, social proof, liking, authority, and scarcity are the tools of influence. And I really like what the author said is that people, compliance experts are what he uses, basically people that may try to influence our behavior, as long as they're using them to help us make good choices, then they are our ally. In other words, just because somebody is using these tools against us, I guess you could say, does not mean that they're necessarily an enemy or they're trying to manipulate us. But if somebody is sort of jimmy-rigging or using these tools in a way that is, I guess I would say, unethical, or trying to get us to do something that is against our will or to manipulate us, then that person is not necessarily an enemy, but we ought to be on the lookout and be aware of these tools that they may be using. So that's it for this video. Again, I'll post notes here and a couple of links that I found that were helpful with this, related to this book and this author. Again, thanks for joining us, and take care.